need to know this if there was a time you just cranked up the limiter plugin and enjoyed the fake loudness of the track, or you just heard this from clients. That's not loud enough. I'm Yek, a music producer and songwriter. In this video, I'll show you a confident way to make sure your tracks sound as loud as possible using a meter plugin. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any videos. For this issue, if you only rely on your ears, maybe you are easily fooled, so meters can do a lot for you. This meter is so popular in the industry because it will not only show you the numbers, but you can also see graphically what's going on in the track. This plugin is called Beaks Meter, made by Plugin Alliance. There's also a free alternative called TT Dynamic Meter, which you can download from their website. While you do the mastering, open this plugin on the last slot of the output channel and play the loudest, more dense part of your track right before the limiter. In most genres, excluding trap, hip-hop that is low-end heavy, this indicator reacts the same way. So if you see these blue things just sticking to the ceiling, it means that your track sounds as loud as possible. You have to make sure still 6 to 4 decibels of dynamic range remaining. Dynamic range means the range between the loudest part of the signal and the most quiet part of the signal. If this indicator ranges between 3 to 1, it means your signal is really squashed by the limiter, and you have to tweak the mastering chain. If it ranges between 7 to 12, it means you have quite a lot of dynamic range but not loud enough. Here are some examples. As you can see, this meter reacts similarly to these chart-topping songs. It means that they all sound as loud as possible. Another example. You see that the producer chose to have a more dynamic sound than being loud. It has more life. But we want the middle point. The meters react differently to the low end. For example, if you only boost the low end without touching the limiter, you can see that too much dynamic range has been eaten by the low end frequencies while you're not having enough loudness. So because of that, the numbers that we discussed can vary in hip-hop, trap records. If you just see that it unusually ranges between 4 to 2 without doing anything hard to the limiter, the bass or the kick may be very loud. Also, if you crank up the limiter and you still have too much dynamic range, again, check out the bass and kick volume again. Maybe they need to be louder.